Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an extra special episode of the Lager Logs this evening. I have not just my bosom buddy Stuart Sutherland, but joining us is a couple of Eastern film fans. And man, I'm sure they'll be blowing some hot air tonight. We have Phil G and Jamie McD in the house, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you guys? How are you both?
Pleasure. I'm really good, really good. Thanks for having us on the show. It's an absolute honour and a privilege.
Right back at you, man. Right back at you. What about you, Jamie?
It's a privilege to be here. Thank you very much for having us.
No problems, man. Absolute pleasure to have you here. I'm glad that we finally got this.
Finally got it together.
Finally got it together. If Stu, Wi-Fi had not been down for 6 weeks, we would have done it earlier. So everyone just, blame Stu. Get your blaming out now before we start the show. Because I just don't want to kind of, start off on the wrong foot.
Yes, it's my fault.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, this was a long time coming. We grew this seed out of a pod that we found at the Wellington, I think it was, and said, well, that'd be a good idea to do. And then it grew from there into blossoming tree that is before thee now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shrubbage at the Wellington knocking about. Do you know what I mean? Normally in between the cracks of the walls. I think they have a mold issue, to be honest, and I will speak to the manager about it next time we're in there. But otherwise, the beer's fantastic. Extra hops, if anything. So, lads, you all look very thirsty, extremely thirsty, parched, in fact. So I think we should try our first beer of the evening. And that is going to be CASS Fresh Cold Brewed Korean Lager. But yeah, I think as Jamie was alluding to earlier, this is the coldest beer I think I've ever had in my hand. It's been in the fridge for approximately 3.5 years. So it is absolutely gagging to have its cap taken off, which I'm going to do now.
You got my name on the bottle.
Oh, right after that's me dog's name, Cass. There you go.
Aww.
How appropriate is that?
Stick that on her with a bit of sellotape tomorrow. She'll love you for it.
She will. I'll stick it on forward.
Okay, look at that.
Nice.
I'm going to be wrapping drinking from the bottle.
Yeah, I'm going to be the same.
Uncultured swines.
Uncultured.
Right.
It's the paw. Check out the paw.
There we go.
Looks good.
Nice. It's got a good look. It's got a good look to it.
It smells only a bit like catsick, just a little bit.
Yeah,
just a tiny bit. Got kind of a sticky smell to it, if you ask me.
Oats.
It is a bit oaty, yeah.
Or is it? Oh, I think it is wheat. Cornstarch.
Definitely a bit corny.
Compared to what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be quite sharp. But it's rather fresh, like it says on the label.
Phil, are you okay over there? You having some sucking issues?
I think he's having his first beer.
you want me to get you in on that one?
Oh, you started without us. That's definitely getting zoomed in. On the final edit now.
I'm not going to stand up for a while and stuff because I've got some seepage. Yeah, no. It looks like I've got wee pants on.
I told you should put trousers on for this. I mean, you insisted on not doing it because you're going to...
Well, I know, it was my own fault.
Just do it anyway.
A bit naughty, really.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers.
It's not bad. It's
quite light, kind of maybe like a dry mouthfeel.
Yeah, it's definitely got a dryness to it. it hasn't got any of those kind of more yeasty, kind of wheaty smells that I sense when we first had a sniff of it. It tastes a bit more, just quite simple, to be honest. It's got that, it has got that dryness, but that crispness to it as well.
Mm-hmm. Is it just a lager?
Yeah.
It's quite. Yeah, it's quite fresh. I mean, I could see, summertime and stuff. You crack that open, I'd be quite happy with that. It's just light, isn't it? If you want a light beer, if you want something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of them like kind of Miller Lights and those kind of things and stuff. It hasn't got kind of like the fragrance, say like a budge, and you know what it is and stuff, like richness and stuff. It's just light, and there's no real aftertaste to it either.
No, the taste kind of evaporates straight away.
Exactly. You're going to get that at first when you smell it. You think, oh, you're going to get something from it, but actually, there's not. It's really it's quite light when it goes down.
It's got a bit of an odd smell to it now. It is, yeah, it is refreshing. It's got a bit of an odd smell to it now that it's out the bottle. Like, it's still got that stickiness, but kind of a, I don't know. It's not unpleasant. It's just a bit odd smelling, if you ask me. Don't know. Maybe didn't put deodorant on this morning. So yeah, this is CASS Fresh Cold brewed. Originally brewed by CASS Brewery, but now brewed in conjunction with CASS. Gordon Ramsay actually appeared in a bunch of Korean TV ads about 5 years ago for this beer, which a lot of people found quite odd because him being obviously a bit of a food snob, and endorsing what a lot of people find a low quality beer. So yeah, check them out on YouTube. They're actually pretty well done, to be honest. You'd think the cringe factor would be there, but they're not bad at all. They play to his strengths, we'll say. I know Height is Korea's top selling beer, but I haven't tried any other Korean beer apart from this one before. I don't know about you lads.
No, I can't say that I have. But you know what? On that one, I might try another one to be sure. Like I say, it's light. It's quite good.
I'm not a big lager drinker, to be honest with you. Now and again, in the summer, I like having a lager because it's quite refreshing at times. And I think this is definitely nice and refreshing. I'm not really getting an aftertaste of it. I thought when I first opened it and I smelled it, it was going to be a bit sharp. But it's not.
Definitely.
It's sweet. And it's pleasant to drink. It's not strong or anything.
No, I think we're all in agreement, to be honest with it.
There's a German kind of wheat beer kind of taste about it as well. Yeah. But not as strong as a German wheat beer, you know?
Yeah, I got more of wheat in the smell rather than the taste, but it's definitely there. But it's just, like a light beer, probably very good with beer, I would think, with Korean food. I don't think I'd just drink. I don't think I'd have like 8 bottles of it in the house during a winter evening. But in the summer, maybe. Canal side with
grill,
water. I don't know. Maybe, possibly. We'll have to wait a couple more months until we, find out. Lads, this episode really it's about you. I'm looking at you two on the left.
What, Burn on the Edge?
Just
no, not you two. Us two.
No, not. We could talk about that later if you'd like. Yeah. For now, I'm more interested in you guys over there, because the people out there, frankly, that they're quite bored. I mean, Stu, to be honest. So let's focus on you, how you met, how Eastern Film Fan started, and if we behave, maybe what actually is in the box.
Hey, made from there. Very good. Boy, smack back on today. Eastern Film Fans was born out of an idea that I had because I was writing for Far East Film actually with namesake Phil Mills. And he was doing reviews, but people kept nicking the reviews I wanted to do, and I was getting a little bit, well, I want to do that, you want to do the Jackie Chan releases and the stuff, and I've been into martial arts for years and all that kind of good stuff, and I just happened to my mate and stuff at work saying, it'd be great to have a website. He said, you could just do a website easy. I said, well, how'd you do that? He said, I could do one easy. I said, go on then. So he built me a website, literally built it me. And was born Eastern Film Fans, and we took it from there really, and that was it. And me and Jamie we'll probably have different riffs on this, on how we got together. But Jamie was messaged me once and stuff and said, "Oh, great, I'd love to do reviews and stuff." And a lot of people do. And I say, "Yeah, no problem. Anytime you want to do a review, just more than welcome. I'll put it on the site. I'll put your name on and stuff. It's fine." And that was it. I never heard from him again for ages. And then he come back round again. Yeah, see? And then he come back round again and said, "I want to do a review and stuff." And I said, "Yeah, great, no problem. Again, of course you can." And he did, and he kind of stuck ever since. And we've been, he's been helping us and supporting, and now he's part of Eastern Film Fans and, putting the reviews out there. And we're, fortunate he interviewed Scott Adkins. We've got Scott Adkins stuff, which is fabulous if you watch it on YouTube and stuff. Just to see Jamie and the excitement on his face was wonderful. I've interviewed Scott a couple of times and stuff, but it's one of those when you meet these people and interview is great. So yeah, Jamie's been around for a while. So that's kind of how we got it. And we've been, doing now up to date what's in the box, things of that ilk going forward. So yeah, that's a quick summary of Eastern Film Fans and, where we are, I guess. Jamie?
Poncho on Clinton Recent Film Fans, Mr. Phil Gillis. It's been great because the future is bright. The future is Eastern Film Fans.
Thank you.
That's after 2 sips of beer. It has been really good. It's not something that I thought I could do, was writing reviews, but we were just chatting about it. Phil was the one that said, "Well, you can write a review," and then eventually I did feel confident enough to actually give it a go. It was during lockdown as well that we did talk about it, and it was something to go, something to do, because I had like 18 months off of work. Paid for, but 18 months.
Oh, you don't have to rub it in. Jeez. Guys, hanging, do you know what I mean? Furlough only lasted a couple of weeks for some of us. Do you know what I mean? Universal Credit say hello. Yikes.
But What's in the Box is Phil's idea. That was Phil's idea, because What's in the Box, well, I said I would like to do something unboxing, and Phil already had the idea for What's in the Box, and then we just kind of just wait for that to be honest with you. It's been good.
Yeah,
people do love unboxing on YouTube. It's just one of those
they do, and everybody's
evils.
Yeah, and everybody's doing it, and
that's why I get you to do it.
Yeah, I know. So I'm going to do it as well. But you know what? What I did, and I said was, and I'm going to stick to it, and always have done, is like the ideal would be to put What's in the Box, and it's whatever it might be, the latest Jackie Chan film, what is it, and tell everybody it is. But I don't. I say What's in the Box, and you tune in and find out what's in the box. That's the whole fun of it, to find out. Like I said on the recent one, it's about like Christmas. If you know what you're getting for your Christmas present, you don't get the excitement. The whole point is you get the excitement. We open it up and go, "What's in the box?" We're asking you, and then reveal it. Now, look, it's going to be something Eastern Film Fans flavor or something, because that's our channel and stuff. So you're going to get that, but you don't know what it's going to be. There's hints in the description, so if you're clever, you're going to work it out. It's quite simple, but I don't advertise it like that and stuff, so I probably don't get the viewers I probably would do if I said it's Jackie Chan's latest film and stuff, because you get hordes of people. But that's not the point to me. The point is the whole concept of what's in the box. Find out what's in the box. Just tune in and have a look. So yeah, I'm going to keep it like, because I enjoy it that way, and it's our thing. So you know, yeah. What's in the box, man? What's in the box?
I think the whole concept is rather confusing, and I still haven't figured it out. But I'm hoping one day I will understand what you actually mean by these videos, Phil and Jamie.
We can.
I'm hoping one day you just take me aside and actually explain it all to me. If you could do the whole birds and bees things as well, I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
It's a hard concept.
Not every box will have Gwyneth Paltrow's head in it.
Yeah, one of these days, mate. I'm telling you, one of these days.
I prefer one of the vagina candles, to be honest.
I knew it was going downstairs. Yeah. I knew it as soon as you mentioned Gwyneth. I knew it was going downstairs.
Have it right here, during the show, because it gets a bit stinky in here. Like all the beer and stuff. It'd be nice to have something else to, get in my nostrils. I actually went on the site today, Phil, and it looks beautiful. I don't know whether you've recently done it up, but it's had a bit of a facelift since the last time I went on. It looks fantastic.
I did it. I try and do a facelift every couple of years and stuff for various different reasons. I just want to keep it updated, or just I fancy something new and stuff and keep it sprightly, so to speak. So yeah, I give it a bit of a facelift just to give it some whop. Just big pictures, and then here's the reviews you can go to, here's the interviews, blah, blah, blah. Make it simple for people. Link to the YouTube channels on there and stuff on social media. So yeah, keep that up to date. And like I say, you know, I pay for all that myself. This is like self-funded and stuff, you know. So when I get things, we don't rely on people to pay for it. It's, you know, I do. So the reviews I do, sometimes I'm gracious people give me copies to review, which is wonderful, from companies, and I'll do that, which is fabulous and stuff. Or we'll just purchase them ourselves and stuff. But it's all self-funded. It's not, you know, there's no. Quick story. One of the great interviews I did was Conan Lee back in the day, and it took me probably a year to get it because I had to go through his solicitor, and he was wary of people and all this. A lot of things and stuff. There's a lot of stories about him, and I eventually got to do it, which was great. And he hadn't done one for years and stuff, and it was really good to like capture someone that I'd seen on screen and then interview him. And this was really the early days of like Eastern film fans. And it was fantastic. But like I say, just the trying to get and capture him to interview and stuff, and it didn't want it. And I think it was me saying, look, I'm not getting paid for this. There's no monetary, you know, I fund this myself. This is, you know, I think that swings it for some people because they think like, oh, you know, you're going to get this and that. It's not. I'm not getting any, you know, same as you got. You get some beers and stuff. I get some films and stuff. You know, I have to do this. We have to put the hard work in to do it. You know, it's for the love and the passion. For the love and the passion, that's what we do it. You know, same with you guys, and it's the same thing for us. So, you know, as long as that passion and love's there, we'll keep on doing what we're doing. So, yeah.
That's awesome, mate. It's about the journey, not the destination.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
I think Confucius said that. I don't know when he said that.
Yeah,
I don't have an exact date, but well, like probably confused us said that one. Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. I think that's what it's all about, really. As long as the passion's there, that's kind of like the number one priority. I think if you can, you know, meet some cool people, get some freebies on the way, that's awesome as well. But really, it's about enjoying what you're doing, I think.
Yeah,
you know?
got it, haven't you?
It's class.
Life's too short. Confucius said, life's too short.
He said that too. Yeah, I think he said just after the you know, the whole journey, not the destination thing. He said it around the same time. He was having a really prolific day. Exactly. Well, guys, what do you think about this terrible beer?
It's just an okay beer.
It's an average beer. Gordon Ramsay lied to me, you bastard.
Yeah, once you've had the initial sip and you've had a few more, it just tastes. It's a nice beer, and yeah, it's okay.
Gordon Ramsay got a lot of one for this.
I'm sure he's
not complaining.
Yeah.
I think that it's just even for a lot of kind of the light, maybe international world lagers I've had. I don't
Is
think
it kind of like a pale lager?
Just like a pale lager, man. It's kind of like I'd compare it to a lot of those international lagers that you would have as pale international lagers, and I think it's quite low on the list of them if I had to, you know, kind of try and rank it amongst them. There's definitely ones I prefer more, but I'm sure it's great with like a meal or, you know, a hot day, maybe a meal on a hot day. I think it would be the top. But you guys, same, not too keen on it.
It's fine for what it was. Just a wee 4.5% pale lager to drink on a Tuesday night. We're going
exactly. It's designated Tuesday drinking, I think, personally. What about you guys over on the other end?
Yeah, like I say, it's all right. Like I say, to pun it pales after a while into just another beer, doesn't it? It's just another after the initial, and maybe because it was cold and it's been in the fridge since.
It's going down very easily.
A bit too easily, if you
Yeah.
ask me.
But yeah,
It disappeared, but
yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
I think it would stick with the original assessment. Yeah, it's okay. You know, nothing more.
I think so
It's
too.
okay.
I think so too.
I
Yeah.
like it. It's quite pleasant to drink. It's not from heavier than anything. You know what I mean? I don't mind it at all.
Definitely, yeah. Okay, lads. So we'll move on to beer number 2 of the evening, and that is.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't argue if this was on the menu at like a Korean barbecue joint. Yeah, why not?
exactly.
Yeah, that's a good shout. That's a good shout.
Yeah.
It's like, aye, I'll have CASS. That's the same name as my mate's Doug.
Yeah,
I'll have a bottle of that.
I'll have a bowl of that. Yeah.
What do you
Me
mean?
and
It
the
tastes
dog
like
love a
dog's
bowl.
piss?
Right. Beer 2 of the evening, lads. This is the stronger of our pairing tonight. This is a Taiwan beer, which is the company. I did the research. Taiwan Beer's Gold Medal is the name of the brew. Trying to get a good. I think we're all just trying to get a good pick there.
Yeah.
Shu, you can pick your poison out of one of them for the thumbnail.
Try
Crack it
beer.
open.
Watch 4 men struggle.
Yeah, struggle to put it in front of the camera without the glare of the light. Dun, dun, dun. 4 men struggle, 1 man wins.
Let's see.
All right.
That's got a quite like a buttery kind of, almost like a craft lager kind of smell to it. That's very interesting.
I'm going to try not to spill this one all down myself.
I've got faith in you, man. I know you can do this.
No bib.
Yeah, kind of like I like dairy scent.
I like what, mate?
Dairy.
Dairy.
Maybe, I
Berry.
guess butter.
Dairy.
Dairy.
Dairy. Yeah, I'm
Basically.
dropping D's here.
You took what I said. You kind of tried to spruce it up a little bit, and I resent you for that. To be honest, yeah, I have to be honest with you completely. What about you, lads? What are you getting on the old nostrils?
I'm watching the pour from Stu.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not.
What
I'm not
feels
feeling this one.
It smells. It's a bit. I think it's a less complex smell. I'm hoping that it tastes a bit more complex than the last one.
Actually,
Yeah.
It's a nice surprise. At 5%,
Does that have
it
like
might
an
do.
almost floral smell to it?
You probably
Now
smell
that-
it better from the glass rather than the can.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. Now that
Yeah,
you
go on.
do say that, Stu, it does give me a little bit of a floral scent, but mostly just that kind of that buttery kind of. It looks very similar to the last one, to be honest. Quite light, straw-coloured lager.
Yeah.
You reckon about that?
I think the CASS looked better head on it. It looked like it poured better. You look at that one; it's a little bit flat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just
What
a
you
tad.
reckon, lads?
The party is almost over.
It
You think
is,
I'll
yeah.
pass me drug test?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a little bit, isn't it? It's like, oh, that's it. Mind sweeper, quick. Oh, there's one at the bar. We'll have that one. Things you used to do when you were 16 and drinking at the bar. No.
Are we not allowed to do that anymore?
No, I don't think
I didn't get that.
I didn't even allowed to do it
No,
anyway.
I didn't get the memo about that shit. Okay.
But yeah. Anyway.
I'll stop tomorrow. Yeah, now that it's in the glass, it does smell very similar to the last one, to be honest. Got a very similar smell to it.
The can says distinctive flavor and
Yes.
gold medal. So these are 2 boxes I wanted to tick. It better have a
It
distinct
better now,
flavor.
to be honest. Yeah. This
And I
better
better
be.
feel like a gold medal winner by the time I finish this.
Yeah, probably at the Paralympics. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
That was slow.
It's a harder one to swallow, to be honest.
It's similar, but it's kind of a bit
I'm
It's
getting
not
like
as nice.
earthy grass vibes. And that's the only distinction I'm picking up.
It might have a bit more initial flavor, but I think it evaporates quicker than the last one.
Correct.
It
Yeah,
goes
exactly
straight
that.
away. I
There's
think
a
it is a
different
bit,
flavour. Yeah.
it's a bit more complex. Like you said, I think it has got a bit more, like, I don't want to say hoppiness because I'm not really getting hops, but I'm getting a bit more of a floral flavor initially. And then I think it goes just quicker than last time. It just completely disappears. That's a shame. It's not bad. It's just the alcohol's maybe giving it a bit more of a kick, but not a whole lot.
Yeah.
There's a little bit you can taste it a bit, afterwards. You can just taste it in the back and stuff, and maybe you're right. It's like the alcohol and stuff. It just gives that a little bit more. But to your point, and you made a really good one. It evaporates much quicker. The taste is like gone. You just feel it in the back of your throat, like. But yeah, it goes quicker. It's one of those and stuff. It's not my favorite out of the two. I'd go with the CASS.
I think so too.
But yeah,
at this point.
But
this is this gold medal brewed by Taiwan Tobacco and Liquor Corporation. This sucker was released in 2003 and was the best-selling beer of that year in Taiwan. It uses ponlei rice, a rice native to Taiwan. So again, that's might be what we're tasting. A bit more kind of a rice pudding, kind of sticky kind of taste to it. Possibly is maybe what you're getting. Right. While we kind of ponder on that, the next topic of this evening I would like to get into is our favorite drinking scenes in Asian movies. So, sake it to me, babies. I'm thinking that the new kids can go first because it would be rude.
Well,
not to let them go.
Okay, so
Phil, you go first.
I prepared. It's one I prepared earlier. Now there are obvious choices here, and we'll get.
Phil has a top 10.
We'll get to the my top 50 films.
You could round it. You round it to 5, maybe. That'd be good.
My top 50. Well, I'll round it to 4. There you go.
Okay.
I was going to do 5, but yeah, we'll leave it to other people. I'll do 1 to start with, and this is one that I discovered recently, and I forgot about. So,
okay.
New Police Story.
Oh, man. Of course.
There is a great bar fight scene in this. Nicholas C's in it as well before he does all raging fire.
Well, Jackie's a massive said in the beginning, isn't he, as well? I forgot. I completely
lost
forgot
his
about
wife.
That,
his team died.
Yeah. And
ex-skaters.
Jackie Chan, and there's a lot of Jackie Chan drunken, does it superbly well. He's drunk at the bar, and I'm going to drop this in now, obviously. Me knowing Jackie, and I've drank with Jackie, so I know he likes to drink.
Phil, you dropped something. I just wanted to.
I did. I don't know. What can I say?
Phil, could you just? It's right.
He does like
right there. If you could.
Yeah, sorry. And he does like a drink. But the fight is awesome because it brings into affect him drunk and he staggers and it's clever choreography wise and stuff. And you got all the kung fu, and it's there. And you forget about it because it's just a fairly quick scene and stuff, but it's a really good one and stuff. And Jackie's taking a breath between the fight scene and stuff. And I clocked it recently. I was like, got to mention that one. So there you go. There's my first one and stuff. I don't want to. I've got some more, but
that's an awesome pick, man. That I'd completely forgot about. I saw that in the cinema when it came out. I think 2005 or so. First Jackie Chan film in the cinema.
Yeah.
And it was incredible experience, man. Like, I still really like it. I know it got a lot of flack. Maybe
that might just be from Kenneth over at
possibly. Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, but I still really, really like it, and I think it's a worthy successor to the previous films for sure.
And also quickly and stuff. Any film you've just seen at the cinema and stuff is always going to have a special place in your heart because you've seen it on the big screen. And if it's Jackie Chan,
So
Clenny.
Mine's was,
you heard it here. We don't like it. We've decided.
Jackie Chan at the cinema was The Tuxedo.
Poor bastard.
Oh,
I mean, Jennifer Love Hewitt though, so there's always that.
Yeah, my
James
kids
Brown
love that.
getting decked.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Favorite drinking scene in Asian film is actually where Donnie Yen at the end of Tiger Cage 2. When he's drinking, celebrate,
Wow.
and just how Donnie does that, plays the drunkenness and everything else. It's just a really, really good scene before it gets a little bit more serious towards the end. I think it's
Yeah,
one of my
yeah.
Nice.
Drunken Tai Chi, of course, as well. That's one that
Yeah, I was going to say, although he's not drunk, it's just drunken Tai Chi, and
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I know where you're coming from.
Hmm.
Like it.
I like
Awesome, yeah, great
that.
pick.
That's probably what, well, that's what I was thinking about as well. But
Mm-hmm.
you can say the obvious one, Drunken Master, but everyone knows
Awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Even Chow in Hard Boiled when he's drinking.
Oh man, the tequila and lemonade is it?
But just at the bar and how cool Chow is, and when he's putting his glass down and then he's playing the saxophone. It's just brilliant.
That intro
Gordon Blue in the
sequence
background
is
playing saxophone.
incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's Hard Boiled is a film that deserves to be a big release and stuff. They need to get it out the quagmire of legal and stuff and get it out and stuff. I have heard rumblings that the Germans got one, but it's probably not an official release. But do need to sort that one out sooner rather than later. That deserves the special treatment for sure.
You're still not watching your Prism Leisure DVDs of that one, no?
No.
Just
Well,
me then.
at least Hard Boiled 2, The Last Blood, has gotten a Blu-ray treatment.
The Lost Blood.
Yeah.
We'll just skip over, that first part.
Yeah.
Cut to Andy Lau and Eric Sang.
Exactly.
Is it Alan Tam in that one as well, mate? Who
Into the
needs
hospital
Chow
at
when
the
you...
end. You know, Hard Boiled.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But that's how you promote stuff, innit, and stuff. I remember when it first came out, I was gutted. I was like, "This is no Hard Boiled 2. They lie." I've got more an appreciation of it now, but yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was a bit like marketing.
This is barely fried. This isn't even scrambled. What's going on?
Yeah, it's ridiculous and stuff. I mean,
yeah,
non-Asian drinking, but influence. Obviously, Jackie Chan, Shanghai Noon. They do the drinking game with Owen Wilson and stuff.
I think we can let that. We can let that slide.
Yeah, we can let that one in. And that one they do the drinking game and stuff. He likes a good drinking game, Jackie Chan and stuff. Not that I know that and stuff, but I do. Drinking games.
You hadn't mentioned it, Phil. So
yeah, I know I hadn't and stuff. But the ultimate one, which is an Eastern flavor, and we all know it is, and it has to be, and he needs to mention, and you all want to mention it, is.
I thought about this, but I didn't know whether it fits. I don't know, man. It has got one of the best drunken scenes of all time, though.
I can't remember it.
What is it? No, it's
just dancing.
I haven't watched it maybe the last 10 years.
Dennis Chan takes him in to, like you say, goodies and stuff, applies him with loads of alcohol, and then literally goes round and incensed the locals by saying, "Oh, look, he's just dancing with the locals and stuff." And then Van Damme is doing the ridiculous dance of Van Damme. That's my take on
exactly how it looks.
Yeah, that's how he dances.
That's better. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. And then
synchronize that.
Don't quit the day job, lads.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Harsh critics over here.
Guys, I didn't like it.
It's too soon to launch that OnlyFans. I would hold on.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. I knew you'd like it.
Always. I was thinking about that, Phil. That is a classic film. I didn't know whether it quite fit into the category of Asian film, but it kind of
Asian flavor.
Asian flavor.
If it's got an Asian flavor, we're grabbing it. If it's got martial arts in it, we're grabbing it. It's got an Asian flavor. If it's got an Eastern twang and Eastern flavor, it's got an Eastern flavor. It's always going to have that, or entice you to watching a film because it's got that Eastern je ne sais quoi, directed by Jen Wu Ping or whoever it might be and stuff. So if it's in the category, it's in there kind of thing. So, but
great pick, man. Great pick.
Any more? Do we think of off the top of your head? I can't think.
Tom, do you want to go first?
It's not your turn yet, Stu. It's not your. Because I want to wait till these guys have said their piece, and then we're going to come back with some heavy hitters. Stu, don't worry, we've got this in the bag.
Kickboxer, when Lowley goes into the pub and he says to the guy that he bought him a drink and he'd like to return the favour. When they're all drinking at the national table in Kickboxer.
In Kickboxer, you said?
Kickboxer, yeah. Just below there is when he's pasting that, when he says, you bought me a drink the last time because he's in palm wine.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't think about that one. That's a really good pick. Yeah. You got any more for your list, Phil? I think you had about 16 to go through.
No, I had about 16.
No.
I just pulled some out of my collection, so I'll let you go and stuff. My Piece de Resistance was Nuclear Story, to be fair. So there are the obvious ones, but no, over to you.
You can go now. I'll give you permission.
Okay. Right, I've got 3.
Okay.
There is obviously there's some famous Hong Kong movies that have Drunken in the title.
Correct.
Okay. Could you name a couple? Because I don't.
One of my particular favorites was a very late Shaw Brothers movie, Drunken Monkey.
Oh yes.
Nice.
A young Wu Jing. Was it Lau Gar Yan? No. The director, I'm forgetting. It's not Lau Gar Wing.
Lago Lung, sorry.
He was against Jackie Chan and Drunken Master 2.
Lago Lung.
Yes, I have forgot that name. They were together in like one of these more modern Shaw Brother movies that were in like the 20th century, and that was a surprisingly fun film. That had lots of obviously drinking sequences in it, and none that
I don't think I've ever seen it. I can't remember now. I don't think I have.
I got it on a VCD back in the day. I think I might still have it in a folder somewhere, Kenny B style. But I'll pick up the DVD. I'm just reminiscent on these films. Will probably cause me to buy maybe like 10 DVDs tonight. But following that, another one, which the whole film is pretty much, this is the subject, is I think a Hong Kong romantic comedy, Drink, Drank, Drunk.
That's a really, I think I've heard of that one. I don't think I've ever seen it. Who's in that one now?
Again, no research before this, but off the top of my head,
that's how we do it in the Logalogs, baby.
The leading actor is either Daniel Wu or Louis Koo, and I believe it's directed by Chin Carlock, who has a cameo in one of the drinking sessions.
Okay. That is one I've never seen. That's a really good pick, man. I didn't even think about that one.
So, and that's all about drinking, whether it's good or bad. It might actually have a sequel. I fell off the wagon of ordering like 20.
I thought that was the title then.
Asia every month.
Good title.
So, I think there might have been a sequel, but I'll need to dig further. And the best one, like this is a South Korean film, and drinking plays like a big part in the sense of like the comic relief. It is the classic South Korean film, My Sassy Girl, where no one can hold their alcohol in that film.
Yeah, that's a really good pick, man. That's a really good pick.
So, and they're always, it's like sake. They're all drinking really small portions, and it's usually like 1 sip, 2 sip, 3 slip, and then floor, like face down on the table. The leading man is carrying the drunken woman home. Yes, like blackout drunk, falling in front of trains, all that nonsense. And yeah, it's just a classic romantic comedy from South Korea. And no one could hold their drink.
Yeah. I totally agree. Absolute
awesome.
classic.
That's awesome. For some reason, seeing as you said South Korea, one of the first things that popped into my head was Kim Ji-woon's A Bittersweet Life. As there's a scene in that where Lee Byung-hun's character picks up a few tins of Guinness from the convenience store.
Yeah,
and then using one as a weapon as he's attacked at home in a really cool scene visually with the
lights going on and off.
Yeah, and the bad guys just showing up out of nowhere. I mean, beer is only used kind of peripherally, I suppose, but that one has always stuck in my head, and I haven't seen it in years. It's definitely overdue.
It's a brilliant and stressful film to watch.
Yeah,
it is, man. It is. That mixture of kind of martial arts and like neo-noir aesthetics is really, really awesome. I think it's definitely one of my favorite Korean films.
And I think,
it's
like
amazing.
I say, just recommending was absolutely recommending. It was one of those and stuff that I even gave to my dad to say, you need to watch this. That's how good that is. Do you know what I mean? Because I recommend few. I mean, dad likes that kind of stuff, but they've got to be good. Do you know what I mean? And I did. I was like, you watch this one, you'll really enjoy it. It is a classic film. And I think it's forgotten a lot of the time by people and stuff, because there's so many other Old Boy gets mentioned, all this and stuff, but it's a classic.
I think he's had films that maybe overshadow it, like The Good, Bad, and the Weird. And what was the other one he did that was kind of like torture porn? Kind of. I Saw the Devil. Was it?
I Saw the Devil.
I really dig that one. But I think that took a lot of the attention away, maybe. But yeah, another one I was thinking of. You saying Conan Lee earlier was Tiger on the Beat. The fight between T Lung and Conan in the bar.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, really cool because it's a reunion of two of our A Better Tomorrow leads, but we also get a really cool scrap between a young gun and a veteran action star, and another opportunity for Chow to ham it up in probably what is one of his silliest roles. Amazing stuff. And the lads finish it off with a nice cold brewski at the end.
They do it stuff. There you go. There's one that was on Hong Kong Legends that deserves to be released as well. I don't know why that hasn't come out.
No, definitely. That hasn't had any release since then, has it? Like really, like it's kind of been relegated to that era. Yeah, sadly, with that Hong Kong Legends release, which is a shame. Real shame.
Yeah. Get the chainsaws out. Gordon Lee, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
It didn't even come out when I think they re-released a lot of them. I think they did a Premiere Asia re-release of a lot of those Hong Kong Legends. It wasn't even out on that label, sadly.
And that's it. It had such like a great cover art as well, because it was right in amongst like the Kill Bill craze. So it was like the black and white
yellow,
image of
wasn't
Italian
it?
with the bright yellow DVD cover. I've kept that. It's
awesome.
like one of those ones you hold on to, because you never know when you're going to find that film again. But that's overdue. But talking about like barroom brawl fights, it brought me back to one of maybe the most famous barroom brawls for Jackie Chan is Project A.
Definitely
Between the police and like the sailors. And like just that theatrical music, like dun, 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 and then back and forth, throwing chairs, smashing mugs over each other, and probably like definitely top 3 barroom brawls I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, for doing barroom brawls, it's got to be up there just for the coordination and the theatrics of it and stuff.
Creativity.
You don't see the likes of today. You don't see that, and that's why I always say in Hollywood, the closest was like. John Wick, the latest one, I said was probably the closest to a Hong Kong film I've ever seen. And that's just saying it was closest to from a action choreography point of view and stuff. If then Scott Adkins like in like the, Sammo Hung roll and stuff playing that, and so if there was the riff on it was great and stuff. But you don't see action like Hong Kong action. Project A is a classic example. That barroom ball is a classic example because it's all the elements of you just described: theatrics, music, timing, comedy, action, everything you want from a scene is in them and thrown in all in a plethora of like, wow, get that and stuff. And you come away from that scene like, oof, I've seen it on the big screen, and you go like, oh my god, you're reeling from that and stuff till the next one comes. That's what Hong Kong action cinema is all about and stuff. If nobody's seen those kind of films, you need to go out and get them because they're phenomenal. Project A is classic. Yeah.
Typo, a big tray of spaghetti.
Yeah, exactly.
It just escalates from a plate, and then it's like, I've got everything. Where's it?
It's brilliant. And I more or less know the English dub of that film inside and out as well, which is it's good.
Brilliant.
Classic.
That's like one of those classic like English dubs where yes, everyone is British for some reason. But it's amazing. It's like,
and as I said, and half the time they didn't even know that was saying, they just made it up. But yeah, it was good. Yeah, really good.
Amazing. But yeah, the last one I had was The Mission, Johnny To's film, a moment of levity in an otherwise quite serious and tough movie. The lads are all enjoying a frosty one by the pool in a bit of downtime from their mission, and they play a prank on Anthony Wong's character with a spiked cigarette, which ends up exploding in his face. I always thought that scene was incredible in a film full of incredible scenes. But yeah, Johnny To always kind of playing with that mixture of serious, kind of dramatic, arty stuff and kind of very silly stuff as well, which I think is always a really cool, interesting mix.
Beautiful.
But yeah, great scene, great film.
Yeah, beautiful. I've still got the Facebook page, The Mission. I nabbed it way back when Facebook was the early days and stuff, and created The Mission Facebook page. For the love of it and stuff. I don't think I've posted on there for years, but I've still got it there because it's such a fantastic film and stuff. It was one of those Johnny To's films that just like, again, needs a release and stuff. It's just ensemble cast. It's just Johnny at his best and stuff. And it's one of those, it's just the essence of coolness. It's that heroic bloodshed era, but it's just so cool. Yeah, so
that one's another one that's been plagued by really shitty releases. Unfortunately, it would be nice if it got the kind of love that it deserves. And I've just got one last one. It might be slightly cheating. I'd like to mention Stephen Chow's San Miguel adverts that he did in the early noughties. They're awesome. If you haven't seen them, they're incredible. They're these funny little skits with the kind of his usual cast of characters that he uses. And they're really, really funny. They're amazing. Yeah, kind of almost like a little bit of forgotten Stephen Chow, if you kind of haven't seen those before he kind of broke out with his huge films in the 2000s. So really, really cool. Really cool indeed.
I like it. Got to allow that one in for sure.
But lads, I think I said a lot of good picks there. Fantastic picks. Has anybody got any closing thoughts on this beer? I don't think it's that good. It kind of tastes like apples a little bit, which is freaking me out.
Yeah, it was indeed an alcoholic beverage, I believe.
I think so. I think we're gonna have to get confirmation on that, mate. But yeah, not good. I think I prefer the CASS, to be honest, as more of a lighter, easy drinking beer. This was neither here nor there, to be honest. Neither kind of nice, light kind of summer beer, or maybe a stronger kind of Pilsner Helles type of lager. It was neither one of them, to be honest, and I don't think I really dug it. I've got to say.
So what we're saying here is okay. The beers are subpar, but the films are.
No, yeah, 100%.
I think so. I think that's what we were getting at. Yeah, I think
so.
Right.
If anything, if you're watching this, don't buy those beers, but buy those films.
Exactly. Exactly.
Drink lots of beers and then watch the films.
Exactly. I think I might have to kind of wash the pain away.
Oh, foreign bottle being brought in. What's that?
Did you see that? Just Volvic, volcano water. It's one of my favorites.
Yes.
So, okay, lads, I think that was an amazing show. Some amazing films, some not so amazing beers. but it's been lovely to have you on. Is there anything that you'd like to plug before we kind of close out the show? Anything you'd like to talk about? Phil, Jamie, waiting on us.
Wow.
I mentioned one more thing, but it's very funny. I think it's very funny. And it's what I like. And I saw this film back when I was like 16 or something. And so I was still fond of the film. Lost Hero in China. When the legs get damaged at the end, because the guy's wearing his shield. Yeah.
The one with the chicken.
And he just starts drinking. And he says that he practices drunken fist. And just how he laughed and he takes the piss out of the film and villain and everything else. I just love that whole little scene. It's fantastic.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Great
That's
film.
awesome. I haven't seen that one in ages, definitely.
Nah, normally and stuff.
A rewatch.
It was a good plug and stuff. For some reason, Stu had the film that he just glided across the screen at the same time.
That's very strange. I was going to say.
Yeah. I found a charity shop last month.
The Scots are in sync for some reason.
That's worth a quid.
Man.
Forget about this like £16 Blu-ray. This'll do.
Indeed, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I've got that sometimes and stuff. I've got most of, I've got a plethora of like 14-star DVDs and things like that and stuff are just like worth like just more than the latest ones. So anyway, coming back to the point. Yeah, what's in the box, Eastern Film Fans? Check out our site, Eastern Film Fans. .co.uk. We're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, X, Threads, Facebook, comment and apply if you want to. And yes,
hold on. What are these things? Can we
Evo.
They're all, social media things. We connect.
MySpace.com/.
What's X Threads?
What's Threads?
That's two things.
Yeah, it's two things. X, which was Twitter, and Threads, which is a bit like Twitter.
Like Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah, like Instagram.
Is Sheffield
I'm on Instagram as well.
Is Sheffield safe, Phil? Tell me now. Is it or is it not? What's going on? Talking about Threads, I'm confused. I don't know what's going on.
These are social platforms. It's a social thing, Tom. Look, we'll go down to Wellington and I'll explain it to you. I'll have the picture board up and I'll explain it on the board to you and write it down so you can.
I'll meet you there in 10 minutes.
As long as you bring that stick again.
Yeah, and point. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, it's a date.
You'll be fine as well.
Thank you, man.
As always with Eastern Film Fans, I have irons in the fire for interviews, etc. and all that. But as all those things, you have to put them in the fire to let them hopefully bubble up, and then we can do those. So I can't say anything yet because I haven't got anything confirmed. But hopefully, we'll hopefully have some interviews with various other people. And you never know, Tom. Hopefully they'll do some Fighting Spirit Film Festival or something of that ilk, and we can catch up again soon. I guess
that would be incredible, buddy.
Incredible
the Wellington is called in.
It is, yeah. That's it's a good excuse as well to do that. So yeah, all
it's
that
research. It's internet podcast, YouTubing research. That's
yes,
Stuart. It is.
Research.
Where
we come up with these nuggets of let's do this show. That'd be a good idea. So by the time we get
around to I had 100 nuggets after the last Fighting Spirit Festival. Yeah. I can't believe I finished them. Yeah, I think it was the vodka.
That evil drink that we had. I'm sure I probably
I'm never going
straight away from beer. That was the problem.
Exactly. My body didn't know how to react.
Yeah, it was like outside. He went outside, and that was the problem.
Yeah, so a bit like George Michael did that one time, but it was just less like penises.
Yeah,
which was obviously disappointing for a few people there, me and Phil included. But we had a good time anyway. It was great, fantastic time.
Yep, exactly.
That's what I'd like to wrap up.
Okay,
guys. I think you got Jamie. Card, then.
Jamie, any parting words you'd like to give us?
Has Jamie been?
Is
Just like to
Jamie
say
gone?
thank you.
Oh.
Just, thank you for having us. We'll see you guys soon.
Thank you
Brilliant.
for being
He's
here,
alive,
Jamie.
God damn it.
We appreciate
You're
you
gonna give me a
coming
heart
on,
attack one of those
man.
days.
It's been fantastic. No, it's been fantastic, man. And thank you, Phil, for being in. Stuart, thank you for being here as usual. It's been incredible. I'm finally glad that we kind of got this together. It's been an incredible night. So cheers, guys. We'll do it again very soon.
Sounds good. Stay safe. Be well.